bad. Temperatures into the 40s. By 11 a.m., we might reach 52 or 53 degrees here for a high temperature in Austin. But watch what happens this. After lunchtime, we plummet down into the 30s. Wind chills already below freezing. And I think we're dealing with a widespread freeze as early as 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Look at this. Up into the Panhandle, current temperature. That's the actual temperature in Amarillo, already below zero. This is some seriously, dangerously cold temperatures heading our way. We've had 20 to 30 degree temperature drop readings behind the cold front in just 3 to 5 minutes up towards the north. So that is some serious stuff. 41 in Cameron right now. It's 41 in Bastrop. Again, the temperatures plummeting behind the cold front, arriving right around lunchtime here in Austin, then pushing down into the south and east by dinner time. Widespread freezing cold temperatures. In fact, we're going to be already into the 20s by your evening commute. So some frigid weather heading our way. 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, we're waking up into the teens. And yeah, the winds, that's also an issue with the wind advisories in place. Make sure everything is tied down and secured out there, especially your inflatables. Make sure they are deflated and maybe bring those in as well. We'll see these wind gusts continuing on overnight tomorrow morning. They do get a little bit lighter, but you still factor in these light winds with those temperatures into the teens, and it's going to feel like it's below zero for many areas. Again, that's why we have those rare wind chill warnings in effect for our area, only the second time ever for us here in Central Texas. No snow expected with this Arctic cold front. Kind of unfortunate, right? When we see these cold temperatures, at least it would be nice to have a white Christmas, but not going to happen for us. We do have some snow up towards the north and towards the mid air, and again, that is going to be a major over the course of the next 48 hours. We're going to have major delays from Dallas up through portions of the Midwest into the Great Lakes area, especially tomorrow. Major delays and cancellations, so definitely you want to check with your carriers for that before you head out towards the airport. 7-day forecast here again showing the deep freeze staying for us for over 48 hours for many. We climb just above freezing for high temperature into your Christmas Eve forecast for Christmas Day. We're back up into the 40s with
It's happening. Winter officially arrives in just a few hours, exactly at 3:47. Already feels like winter, and even colder times are ahead. Didn't see as much fog or drizzle this morning, but the clouds are still hanging tough. There's a wave of lower pressure pivoting out of Mexico, enhancing the cloud cover. As that moves on by, we may see some clearing after 3 o'clock or maybe after 4, a little bit of sunshine, but we're not expecting any measurable rain. And with the clouds locked in, so is the chill. 40s from San Antonio to Dallas, Amarillo, 43 in Fredericksburg, 42 in Bernie. Headed out for lunch, make sure you have the long sleeves on. 44 in Pflugerville and 43 in Leander. 45 degrees, not an ounce of wind. It's cloudy, but the air is dry. That's why we're not going to see any rain. For the third straight day, Cedar count nice and low. Combo has begun. In Chicago, it's cloudy and cold, but the snow hasn't started just yet. Now to Denver, that Arctic air hadn't made it in, but it looks like it's snowing in the mountains west of the city. In Denver, they could pick up over 4 inches of snow, 4 to 6 inches of snow all the way in the Midwest. Doesn't seem like a whole lot. You add in that wind factor as that low intensifies, they're going to have blizzard-like conditions. We're on the dry side of this system, but it will slingshot that strong cold front into the area. Not today, not tonight, but during the day tomorrow. Some holes in the cloud cover late in the day, mainly clear tonight, and then the front's going to come in a little bit quicker. First stop, the Hill Country, right around 8, 9 o'clock. I-35 corridor, right around 10, 11. And then the front is south of here, and the door is wide open for that Arctic chill to spill on in. And it's going to force our highs and lows 20 to 30 degrees below average. Low to mid 50s for highs today, 40s this evening. Still no signs of that Arctic chill tomorrow morning. We're in the 40s. There it is, the leading edge of it, moving into the Hill Country. And by late in the day, we'll go from the 50s to freezing weather, and temperatures will tumble even more. Teens Friday morning. And the cold air's hanging around all the way through Christmas weekend with freezing mornings and cold days, even though the sun's out in full force both Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. You don't see this much of Texas under a wind chill watch, probably upgraded to a warning shortly. This is why. When that front comes through, the winds will really increase 25 to 40 miles per hour, making it feel even colder by Thursday evening. Wind chills in the teens and 20s, reaching dangerous levels by Friday morning, feeling like single-digit territory. And that wind is still cold and brutal, even for Friday afternoon going into early on Saturday. Hard freeze watch from Thursday evening to Saturday morning. This means we could have freezing weather for 24 to 36 straight hours. So yes, we will have a freeze. Bring in the potted plants. Bring in the pets. All the pets indoors. Limit yourself outside Thursday night into Friday. Yes, we could have a pipe bursting freeze, so make sure the outdoor faucets are covered up. Open up the cabinets underneath the sinks. Make sure the heater stays on even if you are leaving town. Turn the sprinklers off, but we're not expecting any wintry mix. Pretty simple 7-day forecast. No rain, no snow for the next 7 days. Just downright frigid for this time of year. We're looking at highs in the 30s with freezing mornings Friday through Christmas, and then a slow warming trend early next week. And wouldn't you know it, temperature whiplash 8 to 14 days out. Much of the country will be warmer than average as we ring in the new year, and much of the country wetter than average, except right here in Texas.
Tracking across the United States with gusty winds, frigid temperatures, and wintry precipitation. In fact, we have blizzard warnings in effect for Bismarck, for Des Moines, out to Cadillac, Michigan, and Sault Ste. Marie. As this storm system cranks, look at Buffalo. You can see gusts 40, 50, 60 miles an hour as we go through Friday, up to 75-mile-an-hour gusts Friday night in Buffalo, and that's going to continue. It's going to be many, many hours, about 36 hours of really gusty winds, so that's going to make travel difficult, especially with the snowfall. Some areas you might not be able to travel at all. So as far as snow amounts go, we could see 1 foot to 1.5 feet across parts of Michigan, especially the Upper Peninsula. It's rain for the I-95 corridor until you get into interior Maine. Down east, you're going to have rain, but Berlin looking at 3 to 5 inches of snow.